Students, I hope you all are doing well. So today we are going to revise chapter 4, forms, queries and reports. So before starting the revision part, I just want to memorize you few things. We know what is database. Yes, it's an organized way of storing data and record keeping in computer. Okay, so for entering or storing this data, we are using tables. So this chapter we learned the purpose of forms, queries and reports and how to create forms, queries and reports. Okay. Today I have given you few questions from chapter 10 cyber threats and protection. So I will revise those questions first and then we will go to the chapter. Okay. So let's start. So first we will do the revision questions from chapter 10 cyber threats and protection. First question, what is cyber threat? Which are the categories of cyber threat? Cyber threat is any such act which can result in an undesirable incident that could cause harm to your computer activities. So the categories of cyber threat are malware, adware, spam and denial of service. Next, briefly explain about the following. First, virus. It's a software program that can spread from one computer to another to harm data. Next, worm. It is also a software program. It can transmit itself over a network to infect other computers. Next, Trojan horse. It is programmed to deceive the user by appearing to be a genuine file. It can also steal your personal information. Next, spyware. It includes software programs that are installed on your computer to steal your personal information without your knowledge. Next, spam. These are unwanted messages by email or even by SMS. Next question, name any three antivirus software. Panda, F-Secure, Bitdefender, etc. Last question, what is firewall? A firewall is a system designed to prevent unauthorized use and access to your computer. A firewall can be either hardware or software. Chapter 4, Forms, Queries and Reports. Forms. So for entering or updating data in tables, we use forms. Forms are the screens for displaying data and entering or updating data in tables. To create a form, first you have to open the Microsoft Office Access 2010. So when you open this Microsoft Access, then you can see Create tab. So you have to click on the Create tab and then click on the Form button. Okay. So for creating a form, you have to click on the Create tab and click on the Form button. Then at the bottom of the form, you can see a navigation bar. So this navigation bar is used to go to the previous, next, first or last record. Okay. Next, queries. Queries used to view the selective data. Queries means certain criteria or certain conditions. So when you create a query, the database management system will display only those records that matches this criteria. Okay. So when you run the query, only those records which match the certain criteria mentioned will be displayed. Now, how to set up criteria for a query? First, you have to select a table from the navigation pane for which you want to create a query. Then click on the Create tab and click on the Query button. Then select the field for which you want to set a criteria. Then type the condition for which you want to obtain the results. Then save and run the query. You will get the desired data. Next, reports. These are methods of presenting information in a formatted and organized manner using the table or query as its source. So you can create a report from a table or a query. Okay. And you can also take a printout of this report. Now steps to create a report. So first again you have to open the Microsoft Office Access and you have to select a table or query from which you want to create a report. Okay. Then click on the Create tab and then click on the Report button. Then you will be able to see the report. You have to save the report You have to name the report also. Okay, then you have to execute means run the report, then you will be able to see a formatted and organized report. Okay. You can also customize a report by changing the main report heading. So I have told you, when you open any database, you can see a layout option. So by using the layout option, you can customize a report. Okay. So what are the things you can customize? You can change the main report heading. Also, you can change the field heading. Then by applying the auto format, you will be able to select an attractive layout from many ready-made available layouts. So many layouts are available. So from that you can select an attractive layout for your report. Okay. Also you can insert a logo. Logo means it's a small graphical representation of an organization or theme. Okay. So that's all about chapter 4. If you're having any doubt from this chapter, you can ask me. Okay. Thank you.